For this tutorial, I'll be using my 4.0 mm hook, an acrylic yarn, which is a 4-ply from the LiQWYD brand, a tape measure, you need a pair of scissors. That's all for now, so let's get started, okay? To begin, double your strands, as you can see mine, and then roll your yarn over your finger and try to make a slip knot. Now insert your hook at the middle of that and make a chain of 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's all. So far this is how far we have chained, and when we measure that with our measuring tape, we would see that we have a total of 4 inches. So if you want yours smaller, you can make a little reduction. If you want yours bolder, you can just chain a few inches, but this is what we are going to be working with for a medium adult. So go ahead and chain 3, yarn over, and make a double crochet on that 3rd chain space, just like this. So automatically we have 2 double crochets. Move to the next chain space and make another double crochet, yarn over, make another double crochet on the next chain space beside that. So guys, on this particular row, this is our row 1, you should go ahead and make your normal double crochet stitches, and when you are done, you should be having a total of 18 double crochets. Okay, so keep working from here to the end, and I'll meet you when you are almost at the end of the row. We're almost at the end of the row, guys. We just have one more double crochet to work on the last chain space, which is right here. So we're just going to finish that up, and now we are done with our row 1, guys. This is what our row 1 looks like, and we have a total of 18 double crochets, like I said. Now for row 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then flip your work over to the other side, just like this. Then yarn over and make a double crochet stitch over the post below. So you're going to be passing your hook in between that, across the post below. Then yarn over and make a double crochet stitch on the next chain space beside that particular one, which is on top of this particular one here. Then yarn over, and then on the next chain space, the post below that, make a double crochet across that post, just like this. Then yarn over again, and then make a double crochet on the next chain space, which is on top of here, and make a double crochet stitch. Yarn over again on the next chain space on the post. You'll be doing a double crochet across the post, just like this, and make a double crochet. So guys, on our row 2, we are basically making 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet across a post, 1 double crochet on the chain space, 1 double crochet across the post below. Okay, so keep doing this, and I will meet you guys at the end of this particular row 2. last double crochet just like this. Okay, so our row 2 has just been completed. As you can see, this is what it looks like. Now for our row 3, chain 1 and flip your work over to the back side. This is what the back looks like, and now we are going to be working single crochets on each chain space. So starting from the first chain space here, make your first single crochet stitch just like this. Move to the second chain space, make a single crochet, and on the third one a single crochet. So go ahead and keep making one single crochet stitch on each chain space on this particular row. Okay, so for row 3 we are making one single crochet on each chain space until we get to the very end, and once we get there I'll be showing us what next. We are done with our row 3. This is what our work looks like. As you can see, this is the back side of our work, and then we are going to chain up 3 just like this for our row 4. Okay, then flip your work over to the right side, which is here. So on our row 4, guys, we are going to be doing the opposite of whatever we did on our double crochet rows. So because we have this front post, we are going to be working one double crochet on top of this chain space. Then on the next chain we have a normal double crochet stitch. That means we are going to be making a front post stitch on that particular chain just like this. Make a front post double crochet just like this, then yarn over. We already have a front post on the next chain, so we are going to be making one double crochet on the chain space. Okay, so go ahead and make that double crochet just like this, then yarn over and make a front post on the next space, which is a normal double crochet on the previous row. So make a front post right here just like this, and then on the next chain space you'll be making a double crochet because there is a front post there on the previous row. Okay, so guys, on this our row 4 we are just doing the opposite of whatever you have on the previous row. Wherever you have a front post on the previous row, please make a normal double crochet on the chain space above it, and where you have a normal double crochet on the previous row, please make a front post above it. So keep doing this and I'll meet you guys at the end of the row. For our rows 5, we are going to chain 1 and then flip our work over to the other side, which is the wrong side, just like this, and then make a single crochet on the first chain space, second space, make a single crochet, third chain space, make a single crochet, and as so on. So keep doing this and I'll meet you guys at the end of this particular row. I'll be showing you. Row 6, you're going to chain 1 and flip your work over to the other side. This is what our front looks like, and then chain up 2 extra to make that 3. Then yarn over and make a front post stitch on the next chain space. So on the opposite or previous row rather, we have a normal double crochet, so that's why I'm making a front post. And on the next one that we have a front post on the previous row, we will be making a normal double crochet on top of that. On the next one, you're going to be making a front post just like this, and on the next one we will yarn over and make a normal double crochet on top of that previous post. So yeah, you know the pattern now. Just go ahead and repeat the same thing we did on our rows 4. Okay, just go ahead and repeat that, and whatever you have on your previous row, just do the opposite on top. So I'll meet you guys once we are done with this particular row 6, and I'll show us what next to do. Our rows 8, flip your work over to the other side and chain up 3, then yarn over and make a normal double crochet on top of this particular post. Then yarn over on the next chain space, make a front post over to the previous post. On the next chain space, make a normal double crochet on top of that. On the next chain space, make a front post over the previous row, and on the next chain space make a normal double crochet. On the next one, a front post. So guys, on this particular row, this is the pattern, and you're gonna keep making this until we get to the very end. Okay, at this point, I'm sure you can see the pattern for this particular headband. This is called the Alpine stitch. So we're just working on the horizontal form until we build to as long as our desired length. So keep repeating rows 2, 3, 4. So guys, we just arrived at our own desired length. I'm sure you can see how long and how far I have walked. Okay, so this is my rows 70, and this is what it looks like at row 70. When we measure this with our tape, you would see that we have walked a total of 22 inches, because this is for an adult size. Okay, but if you are working for a smaller size, then I will be inserting your various measurements on the screen so you can see that. Or you run a tape round your head and work with your own head circumference. So now, to close this particular headband, we are going to be folding the edges of this headband just like this in a hugging pattern, making sure that the right side is in front inside. So just like this. I'm going to be putting the end of this one at the middle of the other one. Okay, so make sure you cross each other, and then let's seal this end. And now that we have joined each other together like this, we are going to be stitching from here to the end. So I'm going to be using my 4.0 mm hook, which is the same thing I was working with. But if you have a smaller hook, you can use that to seal in, to seal these edges. Okay, so now I am going to place these two together and then insert my hook on the second fold and the third fold and the fourth fold, just like this, and then slip stitch chain to chain. Okay, chain to chain, and join the headband together like this. So chain to chain, make sure you are not leaving any row or fold behind. The 4 folds must be carried along. So I'm just gonna keep stitching from here to the very end. Okay, we are done cutting. We are going to turn our work over to the right side, guys. This is the stitch well secured, so turn over to your right side carefully and you can see what our project looks like, guys. Now that we have turned to the right side, you can fold everything down neatly just like this. And so yeah, that would be the end of this particular project, guys. So I went ahead to make more beautiful colors of this particular headband, and you can see how cute they are. In case you'd like to place an order, don't forget I sell this on my Instagram at Styles by Oma, and we ship worldwide. Okay, just send me a DM on my IG, and if you also want to show me your own finished product, feel free to tag me on Instagram or send this across my DM so I can see that. Thank you so much.